The world ended not with a bang, but a bite. A virus, fast and brutal, turned people into monsters. They craved flesh, driven by hunger we couldn't understand. Cities became graveyards, streets, obstacle courses of the undead. We were the survivors, scavenging for scraps, clinging to hope. I've seen things you wouldn't believe. Hordes of undead swarming our friends. Good people torn apart. We fought back, of course. What else could we do? But hope dwindled with each passing day. In this new world, love was a luxury we couldn't afford, or so we thought. Two families, the Montagues and Capulets, had always been at odds. Old grudges die hard, even when the world is falling apart. They barricaded themselves, distrustful, on opposite sides of the ravaged city. Romeo Montague, a young man with a good heart and a fighter's spirit, yearned for more than just survival. Juliet Capulet, strong and resourceful, possessed a fierce loyalty to her family, but dreamed of a world beyond constant fear. Fate, it seemed, had other plans. One scavenging mission, a chance encounter amidst the chaos, their paths crossed. In a world ruled by death, their eyes met and something ignited, a spark of hope in the darkness, a connection that defied logic and ancient feuds. This was forbidden love in its most extreme form. Their love story unfolded in the shadows of crumbling buildings, whispered conversations during scavenging runs, fleeting touches under the cold moonlight. Each stolen moment was a gamble, a defiance of the dangers lurking around every corner. Romeo, with his boyish charm and unwavering optimism, brought light into Juliet's world. Juliet, with her quiet strength and unwavering spirit, gave Romeo something to fight for beyond mere survival. Their families remained oblivious, blinded by their hatred, consumed by their own struggles. But Romeo and Juliet, they saw beyond the crumbling walls, beyond the decay and death. They saw a glimmer of hope in each other's eyes, a promise of something more. Their love, forbidden yet undeniable, became their sanctuary, a flicker of humanity in the heart of darkness. Word reached them, whispers on the wind, of a safe haven, a sanctuary free from the undead, a place to rebuild. This wasn't just a rumor for Romeo and Juliet, it was a chance for their families to escape the cycle of hatred, to start anew. They dared to dream of a future where love wouldn't be a dangerous secret, where Montagues and Capulets could coexist, not as enemies but as survivors rebuilding their lives. For the first time since the outbreak, their love expanded beyond stolen moments. It became a shared purpose, a reason to fight not just for their own survival, but for the chance to build a future together. The dangers were immense, the odds stacked against them, but fueled by love and a glimmer of hope, they refused to let go of this dream. Section 5. The Daring Plan, Operation Rescue. A daring plan began to form, a desperate gamble to unite their families and lead them to safety. Romeo, with his natural leadership and strategic mind, rallied a small group of trusted allies from both sides, young men and women who yearned for a better world. Juliet, resourceful and quick-witted, devised a plan to gather supplies, using their knowledge of the city's underbelly to their advantage. Their plan was audacious, some would say suicidal. They would have to move through the most dangerous parts of the city, teeming with the undead. The risk of being detected was high, the possibility of failure even higher. But the alternative, clinging to their resentment and facing a slow, agonizing demise, was unthinkable. For the sake of their families, for the future they yearned to build together, Romeo and Juliet were willing to risk it all. Section 6. Chaos and Carnage. The plan unfolds. The night of the operation arrived, cloaked in darkness and the guttural moans of the undead. Tension crackled in the air, thick with fear and anticipation. The group, a ragtag bunch united by desperation and a flicker of hope, moved through the ruined streets, their footsteps muffled by rubble and the constant threat of detection. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. A horde, drawn by the scent of the living, descended upon them with terrifying speed. Chaos erupted, the carefully crafted plan disintegrated into a desperate fight for survival. Romeo, ever the protector, fought with the ferocity of a man possessed, shielding Juliet and their comrades from the relentless onslaught. Juliet, her initial fear replaced by fierce determination, used her agility and knowledge of the terrain to outmaneuver the undead, leading their group through narrow alleyways and treacherous shortcuts. Section 7. Love in the Time of Zombies, a final farewell. Their escape route, a crumbling overpass, groaned under the weight of the horde. It was a desperate gamble, a last-ditch effort to escape the relentless pursuit. Romeo, pushing Juliet towards safety, felt the structure give way beneath him. Their eyes met one last time, a lifetime of love and loss reflected in those shared seconds. "Go!" he roared, his voice lost in the cacophony of snarls and screams. "Lead them to safety! I love you, Juliet! Always!" Juliet, tears streaming down her face, clung to the edge, her fingers scraping against concrete, desperate to hold on. But the weight of the world, the weight of their love, pulled Romeo down into the abyss. The last thing he saw was her face, etched with anguish and love, before the darkness swallowed him whole. Section 8. Sacrifice, the ultimate act of love. Juliet, heartbroken but resolute, knew she had to honor his sacrifice. She led the survivors, their numbers dwindled, their spirits broken, towards the rumored haven. Every step was a testament to Romeo's memory, every life saved a tribute to his courage. They reached the haven, a beacon of hope in the desolate landscape. But the victory felt hollow, the joy tainted with sorrow. Juliet, standing on the precipice of a new beginning, couldn't shake the feeling that a part of her remained lost in the ruins, buried under the weight of their impossible love. Section 9. Remembering Romeo and Juliet, a legacy of love and bravery. The world may have ended, but their story, a testament to the enduring power of love and sacrifice, lived on. In the newly built community, whispers of their courage, their unwavering love served as a beacon of hope. They became a legend, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, love could bloom and sacrifice could pave the way for a brighter future. The Montagues and Capulets, their hatred washed away by shared grief and the realization of their folly, finally laid down their arms. They learned to coexist, to rebuild their shattered world, honoring the memory of the two young lovers who, through their sacrifice, had reminded them of the true meaning of humanity. Romeo and Juliet's love story, a tragic echo in a world ravaged by death, became a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable darkness, the human spirit, fueled by love and sacrifice, could endure. Their legacy lived on, a testament to the enduring power of love in a world gone bite crazy.